My first step when I'm preparing for an interview is probably to look into the company and make sure that it's something that I'm interested in and fits my passions, and it's something that I could commit my time to and it wouldn't be too overwhelming for me, because I know a lot of students tend to commit themselves to too many things, and it's best to make sure that it's something that you can actually handle. And then I will kind of figure out the core values of the company and look kind of at either their mission statement or their goals and what they're trying to accomplish, and see how those align with my core values. And then I will figure out kind of what the setting is for the interview, whether it's more of a formal setting or if it's more of a casual, laid-back setting. And even if it's casual, you want to still make sure that you're dressed up enough. I know for Neely Fellows, they told us there was no dress code, no requirement, and there were some people that showed up in shorts and like a t-shirt, and I dressed up in like a button down and nice khakis just so I looked more professional, and I feel like that helped me a lot.
I prepare for an interview by first researching the company, not going in blind about knowing like what specifics is the size of the company, number of employees, where they're located, just so I can get a feel. If I can find anything about the corporate atmosphere, I try and find that, because I'll change my personality to fit with them so I don't like shock them, because I'm a certain type of person. Beyond that, I'll also go in and kind of have a mental idea of what I want to say. I'll usually have 3 stories that I'll have to prepare for anything. Like if you ask me, what has been the toughest team you've ever worked for? I have a story for that. And I have 3 stories that I'll mold to whatever their questions is, just so I don't go in there and have to, give me 5 minutes to think about it. Other than that, I just try and dress professionally. I try and always have something on my person that kind of makes me set apart. I have a tie clip that has an M on it that's gold and silver. And usually that's what people ask, oh, beautiful tie clip, where did you get it? And I give them the story, my grandfather passed it down, and he used to be a banker, and kind of move into that and how I've always been like in the business world, and so to speak. And that's really kind of set me apart in those interviews, because I don't really blend into the mold. Because I think that's what you have to try and do, is give an impression, make yourself different than everyone else, be that black sheep instead of the white.
I think that first of all, whenever one is preparing to go for an interview, the most important thing you need to do is do your research on the company or the organization you're trying to get a position with. It's really, it speaks volumes about you, and just for the interviewer to show that you actually know what kind of organization you're trying to get into and what you can offer to that organization, probably know the strengths and weaknesses and know how you can fit into the company or the organization. So the more you know about it, the better your chances, I think, are of getting a position in that sense.
I prepare for an interview first by reviewing the facility's website that I'm applying at, just so that I can get a feel for what their environment is and what their goals are for the facility. I also always pick out what I'm going to wear the night before, and I try it on just to make sure there aren't any problems with that, and that it looks appropriate. I typically like to print out a few extra resumes just in case it's an interview with more than one individual. Everyone will have a copy of my resume.